all animals die anyway. Like, I'm like, bro, we die anyway. You wouldn't kill me because I'm gonna die eventually? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Billie Eilish, or as her parents named her, Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell, is a quirky pop sensation who was raised vegetarian and homeschooled with her talented brother Phineas. The pair have gone on to basically break the internet with their music, and fortunately along the way, they've included putting a spotlight on animal rights. Billie and even Phineas have had some controversy surrounding their veganism, from fans pointing out concerns in some of their Instagram comments. I'll address these issues coming up, and I'll give my thoughts soon, so make sure you watch this to the end. In this video, I'm going to be trying to answer, how good is Billie Eilish for veganism? Veganism seems to be a family ordeal for the O'Connells. It's not just Billie who cares about animals, but her mom, dad, and brother have all promoted veganism in their own ways. Recently, Billie's mom, Maggie Baird, shared on her Instagram that her and the family spent the day volunteering with Conscious Cleanup and Eat Drink Vegan, handing out vegan food to hospitals and shelters. Billie and Phineas also recently spent time hosting a free online concert which aimed to support local, small vegan restaurants and frontline workers. It was also supported by Ellen DeGeneres, so it's nice to see her coming around considering I just made a video on her. Maggie was even featured in a magazine for her activism and shares vegan food on her Instagram. On top of that, Billie and Phineas's father also shares his love for vegan food online, and occasionally will post things like this where he called someone out for wearing fur at a vegan restaurant. Even Phineas enjoys vegan food, and it seems his partner Claudia posts about vegan food as well, but it seems that she eats meat. Some people were confused by a recent post they made where she had a sandwich that was clearly full of meat, but someone in the comments was like, oh no, they're both vegan. But according to the site's menu, they don't actually offer vegan items that look like this. Regardless, Phineas's sandwich appears to just be a bunch of veggies. So Billie's immediate family all clearly care about animals, so what does Billie herself eat? That better be plant milk, Billie.
A salted caramel frappuccino with soy milk. There have been way too many burritos in my system.
Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor?
Cookie dough.
Okay, so french fries or tater tots?
French fries for sure. Every time I'm stressed out, instead of doing what I need to do, I'll just bake peanut butter chocolate chip cookies.
In the past, Billie even partnered with Uber Eats to create a vegan food map and then played concerts to promote this idea. The concert that she's playing here is actually in front of a restaurant in New York that was on her food map called By Chloe. They have amazing vegan options, and I was fortunate enough to get breakfast there one time, and I definitely need this in my life again. Billie was also on the show Hot Ones, where she ate vegan wings. Well, they actually look more like vegan chicken tenders, and she also drank plant milk with that.
Is this soy milk?
It is.
Okay.
Whoa.
So where's the controversy? Is Billie Eilish some industry plant?
I've been sold to the Illuminati or whatever.
I don't think so, but there was controversy surrounding Billie in that she often posts about eating Cheetos. I'm gonna overanalyze the crap out of this just because I can. So let's take a closer look. Now the kind of Cheetos she's eating here, Flamin' Hot, are actually vegan if you get them in the UK. However, I've only seen that the puff ones are vegan. If we take a closer look, the kind that she's eating, I believe, are these kind, the crunchy. And you can see right above the S that they do say made with real cheese. According to the ingredients, these contain cheddar cheese, so milk, cheese cultures, whey protein, which is also dairy, and buttermilk. You have to watch out for other things like these colors, like yellow 5. That's actually also known as tartrazine and is tested on mice and rats. And sometimes red can be made out of bugs.
These? I can't eat these. Can't eat these.
So Billie has acknowledged in the past that she can't just eat any old Cheetos, so she's definitely aware that they're not just vegan by default. But maybe the crunchy Flamin' Hot ones that she were eating are also vegan in the UK, but I couldn't find this type specifically on Amazon. However, she has the money, so I'm sure if they exist, she can get them. If you know anything more about this and can kind of figure it out, let me know in the comments below. Finally, Billie said on Tumblr, I went vegan like 4 years ago. There was a lot of reasons. I love animals, and I just think there's no point in creating something out of an animal when the animal is already there. Leave animals alone. Also, I'm lactose intolerant, and dairy is horrible for your skin, and my skin is very aware of that. I'm going to give Billie the benefit of the doubt here. She may have just made a mistake. We're all human, and if I had a camera on me 24/7, I can't imagine how many things I've maybe bought or misread a label and it turns out they weren't actually vegan. So unless she's secretly sneaking those lactate pills just to eat Cheetos, that doesn't make sense. Plus, she doesn't even seem to know what supplements and pills she's even taking, as her mom organizes this for her.
I mean, I do too, though, because I have an iron deficiency, so it just tastes good. Do you guys like the taste of blood? I like the taste of blood. I like the taste of pennies and metal and poles and jewelry. Dirty jewelry tastes so good. It's got that oof. I think my mom gives me iron pills. She's nodding her head over there. My mom definitely gives me iron pills.
Honestly, Billie seems like an extremely honest person and doesn't seem like the type to be embarrassed or try to hide something from her audience because she talks openly about how a vegan diet affects her health. And, well, just watch.
But don't they make you constipated? They don't make me constipated. I don't get constipated. I poop just fine. I love pooping. Go on. But here's the thing, it's really about your diet because you can have miserable poops. Sometimes it's horrible. You eat a bunch of hot Cheetos, that is burning poop.
So that's enough about Cheetos. I just want to mention one more controversy that her fans again have brought up in her Instagram posts, like in the comments section, that Billie uses a lot of leather. A lot of the times things that may look like leather might actually be vegan as they're just made of like polyurethane or something like that. People have had exchanges about this online, and while some people are rude, people generally understand a couple of things. Billie is young. She's also learning, and she had to grow up during a really crucial time in front of a spotlight and make some tough decisions like calling out meat to her audience and things like that, which could have turned bad for her. So I think it's pretty brave what she's doing. I think she's still maybe trying to work out where she stands regarding leather and just wearing it. I can't imagine the circumstances, but almost certainly she doesn't pay for her own clothing, so Gucci most likely just sends her a ton of stuff for free and she just wears whatever looks nice. So she's not financially supporting leather, but Gucci probably considers this a marketing write-off in hopes that she'll influence people to buy their products. So you could argue that this still supports animal cruelty in a way. I really don't know the circumstances of this and it's hard, but I think that Billie must have come to the conclusion herself that she's comfortable wearing this leather based on the way that she acquired it. Otherwise, this is maybe something that she should reflect upon and, make a decision accordingly so that her actions line up with her morals. What we do know for sure is that Billie definitely doesn't sell non-vegan items herself. She's certainly aware at least of her own direct impact on animals and, not selling leather directly. So Billie has had a lot to say about veganism and has gone out of her way to support veganism as a whole. I found this audio clip where she basically says she's not perfect and because of that she doesn't judge others, but she's still going to try to help promote veganism.
The people that are always like, I'm a vegan, in everyone's face, it's like, you're the reason people don't like vegans. I'm vegan. I'm not like out here like, don't eat that because, like, shut up. I don't eat it because I have my own reasons for not eating it and I have my own beliefs. And I have my own feelings of, wanting to save animals and save the planet and whatever. And, I'm not going to force anybody to do that because I wouldn't want them to force me. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try to make the world a better place. Yeah. I'm just not going to force anybody to.
So what Billie here said makes a lot of sense. I think that she was younger in this clip and she's sort of changed her tone recently and is a bit more vocal about veganism. There are tons of vegans who are chill and don't judge, you just don't really hear them because they're home and they don't have a camera in front of their face all the time. Vegans are generalized as good or bad, but it's not that simple. I've had vegans and meat eaters, of course, swear at me and insult me just over these videos, something that small. And those people might just be having a bad day. And passionate vegans, they reach a really specific audience with their style of argument, and they're definitely going to turn some people off to veganism, but they're obviously going to turn a lot of people towards veganism and animal rights as well, just like I might do with my style of activism and Billie as well. So Billie actually shared a video on her Instagram about the cruelty that takes place at the dairy farms which were supplying the ironically labeled Fairlife. I'll link to this undercover footage in the description because it's really graphic and I don't want to just show it here and bum a bunch of people out. But Billie shared this footage and then she posted a text which reads, I keep my mouth shut most of the time about this because I believe everyone should do, eat, and say whatever they want, and I don't feel the need to shove what I believe in anyone's face. But man, if you can watch the videos that I just posted and not care that it's you contributing by literally eating the creatures that are being fully tortured just for your pleasure, I feel sorry for you. I understand that meat tastes good, and I know you think you're just one person and it won't change anything if you stop, but that's ignorant and stupid. If you have half a brain, you should know one person adds up. Be smarter. Here, Billie is outspoken and blunt, and I wonder what the old Billie would have to say about the new Billie and the industries that she supports and the way that she speaks to others. When you see footage of animals literally being abused, it's hard to stay quiet, and I don't think people are bad vegans for sharing this message that we shouldn't treat animals poorly. So Billie understands that it's hard for some people who grew up eating meat to go vegan, but ultimately you can tell she cares about the animals and wants people to consider the reasons to go vegan.
Well, I grew up vegetarian, so I never actually have had meat in my life, ever. So becoming vegan
wasn't like a huge deal for me because like meat was never a thing in my life. So it wasn't like I missed meat. It wasn't like I had something to miss, you know? I feel like when you've grown up with meat and you try to go vegan, it's like a lot harder because it's like you know what you're missing, you know what you can't have and stuff. But dude, animals, bro, like I just don't understand the point. Why would you eat an animal when you could eat some chips? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And it's just like, I don't know, people sort of come up with excuses on like, you know, all animals die anyway, like we die anyway. You wouldn't kill me because I'm gonna die eventually? Like that doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. I mean, it's a hard question because there's so many different reasons to actually be vegan.
Billie ends on the note that there's a lot of reasons to go vegan, which brings us to another important thing that Billie did, and this was a video that she made for Greenpeace with the actor Woody Harrelson, who I believe is also a lifelong vegan.
Our Earth is warming up and our oceans are rising. Extreme weather is wrecking millions of lives. And doing what we can to live in a greener lifestyle, like cutting out meat and dairy in your diet and reducing plastic use.
Ultimately, from an ethical and environmental perspective, Billie uses her platform to reach millions of people about the harm that dairy and meat can cause to not only animals but to our planet. She tries not to judge and of course has her own shortcomings as well, but for someone her age, with the amount of stress she must be under, she is an extremely mature and level-headed individual. From a health perspective, she is realistic that it's hard for some people and that you may need to take some pills to manage your iron or something else, and she also provides resources so that if you are on the road, you'll know where to eat vegan. She's open and genuine and doesn't seem to be hiding anything about her activism, as her life is sort of laid out for all of us to pick apart. So again, even though I mentioned a couple of criticisms here, I don't think any of those are really smoking guns to call her some sort of hypocrite, and the good that she has done for veganism is immeasurably huge. We're lucky to have Billie Eilish and her entire family advocating for animals, and I hope that they all stay vegan and keep spreading positivity in the world. So I think Billie Eilish, for her age and sector that she's in, is one of the best advocates for veganism that we have today and still has a lot left to offer. That's about it, guys. Let me know in the comments who I should do in the next video, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're actually notified when these videos come out. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.